AITA for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's college? My 48M stepdaughter Hannah, 18F, is going to attend college. I know her for around 4 years since I married her mother. The issue, though, is that we've never gotten along well. I have tried, but she always says that she doesn't like me and wants her real dad. When I try to tell her stuff or scold her for behaving out of order, she'd say, "You are not my father. You're just some stranger." My wife Emily asked her to behave properly as well, but she doesn't care to listen, and in the end she stopped telling her as well. I had to pick Hannah up at school once, and when a couple of people who did not know I was her stepdad asked her who I was, she said, "Oh, he's a servant," actually, in front of my face. I was extremely mad at that, and it even resulted in a huge argument, although she played it off as a joke. But this was the last straw, and that happened a good few months back. After that I have always treated her as if she's invisible and barely had any interactions with her, unless absolutely necessary. Well, she talked to me presently and said she's got to apply to college and wants me to pay her fees now. I refused and asked her to ask her real dad, who refused to pay for it himself. She began to protest and said I am affecting her education and that I cannot do that. But I did not relent and said she's not my business now. My wife says refusing to pay is wrong and that I overreacted even though she's not been nice to me. AITA? NTA. Tell her you can't afford it on your servant's wages. Seriously. Her two birth parents have had 18 years to save up for her college education. You have had 4 years of putting up with her rudeness, with no backup or support from your wife, her mother, and she has the temerity to speak to you now that she wants your money. Now she can have 4 years of missing out on her dream college and think over how treating someone as less than human isn't a good life strategy. NTA. But why isn't your wife talking to Hannah about her behavior? Even if you and Hannah had a great relationship, there will still be zero obligation for you to pay for her college. NTA. She has two parents who should already have discussed this and had a plan set for this exact moment. And even if you are the sole or main breadwinner, this is a conversation your wife should have had with you before her daughter asked you. It looks like Hannah finally learned a good adult lesson about consequences. At 18, she is not owed money by anyone, and if you ruin a relationship then you risk not being helped in times of need. It must have felt good to tell that brat she should fix her own education. Where was your wife in the last 4 years, and why is she not backing you up here? Why did she not save money for her daughter's future? She has known for the last 18 years this was likely coming. NTA. And your wife and stepdaughter are Oz. NTA. Your wife had years to work on this, but she didn't. She doesn't have a leg to stand on either. Servants don't pay for college education or wait, I'm some stranger. I don't pay thousands for a stranger. This is the consequences of your actions. You don't get to treat me terribly for years and then suddenly want me to put out thousands of dollars for you. You're an adult now. Get a loan. NTA. She hasn't treated you as a person respectfully, even less as a stepfather. She made demeaning jokes about you to her friends without regard to your feelings. Now that she needs something, you're suddenly important enough to her to support her? No. She's an adult now. She can take out loans like everyone else. This is the bed she made, now she can lay in it. NTA. A servant doesn't pay for her college. Let her real dad pay for it. I made the mistake of paying for my stepdaughter's college. Even though she treated me horribly, I was trying to build a bridge with her. After all I did, she cut off all contact with me. She used me and there is nothing I can do about it. Don't be dumb like I was. If I was in your position, I would refuse to do anything at all to help her. She needs a ride? She can pay for an Uber. She wants a favor? Get it from her dad. And so on. Learn to show the consideration you are shown. NTA. She chose how to treat you, and this is a consequence. You seem to find an equilibrium as housemates who don't interact. And now she's trying to cash in on a relationship she's actively rejected any positive effort with. NTA. Oh, so now she wants her servant to pay for her college? You owe her absolutely nothing. NTA. Definitely do not pay for it no matter what anyone says. She didn't want to listen? She can learn to behave the hard way. Tell her to go work for it herself. NTA. Maybe your wife should be the one to pay for her daughter college fee since you're not her real dad. NTA. She has had 2 parents for 18 years. You've known her for 4 and you're expected to pay for her college. I don't think that's reasonable even if she was nice to you. You're right, she can wake her real dad. You aren't affecting her education. She did that all by herself by her actions. Guess now she knows that actions have consequences. NTA. Strangers don't pay for other strangers' college fees. InTA. Stepdaughter needs to learn you can't treat someone poorly and get things you want from them. Life doesn't work like that. NTA. Her birth parents had all the time in the world to figure this out. Now is a great time to teach her the hard lesson that she can't have it both ways. NTA. Her mother and biological father should have made provisions for her further education. You are not responsible for providing even 1 cent, regardless of her behavior. NTA. But you don't have a stepdaughter problem. You have a wife problem. And I'm quite curious. If the mom or dad don't have the money for it, why was it never discussed before? It's so weird to expect someone not involved to pay. NTA. I can't think of a reason why you should be paying for that child's college education. The entitlement in saying, you can't do that, is wild. Had there been prior discussion of you paying for college? Oh hell no. If my kid ever treated their step-parent that way, I'd be like, looks like you're getting student loans. She can't have it both ways. She either treats you with respect or she can pound sand. Plus she has 2 parents who should have been prepping a college fund 18 years ago and not leaving it till last minute. NTA. Your stepdaughter has a mother and a father. She needs to talk to them about her college expenses.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic AITA is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.